Yo, what's going on, everyone? Hold on for just 1 second. Okay, cool. So, Smart, do you want to explain to everybody what we're doing today?
Alright, listen up, partner. Misty might have dunked us in her gym, but we're not going to let that waterlogged leader get the best of us. We need to toughen up our team, and I've got a plan. We're heading back to Route 24. There's a bridge there with a bunch of trainers itching for a beating. We'll use them to sharpen our skills. When we get to Nugget Bridge, don't you dare screw up like last time.
I could have swore I added Nugget Bridge into his chat prompt. Yeah, I did. What the hell? Smart, we've already defeated all the trainers on Nugget Bridge.
Well, isn't that just peachy? Seems like I need to get my bearings straight. Okay, here's the new plan. We're gonna backtrack a bit. Head south from Cerulean City to Route 5. There's a daycare there, but we're not dropping off any Pokemon babies just yet. Instead, there's a grassy area where we can stir up some trouble and catch a few more Pokemon. Variety is the spice of life, and our team needs some seasoning.
The only new Pokemon on Route 5 is a Meowth. That's not really going to add any variety to our team. We do have other Pokemon in the PC, but we'll have to level them up.
Well, looks like you've got a bit of sense in that head of yours. Let's not waste any time then. Get yourself over to the Pokemon Center. Let's do some PC swapping. Look for a grass or electric type to give us an edge against Misty's water nonsense.
So we have Bolt, who's electric, and Herbleaf, who's grass.
Let's start by bringing Bolt into the fold. Pikachu's got that electric spark we need to fry Misty's water-loving crew. Swap him in for Rascal. I don't want any weak links in this lineup. Now, as for Herbleaf, we'll have to do some training. We can't have a wilting flower in the middle of a gym battle.
Okay, who do you want to swap out for Herbleaf?
Alright, Rascal, you've had your time to shine. Step aside for Herbleaf. We need some foliage power in this squad.
You already swapped out Rascal for Bolt. You can't swap him twice.
Ah, fine. I guess I can't reshuffle the deck as much as I'd like. Alright, let's not make this more complicated than it needs to be. Swap out Gale to Spearow for Herbleaf. We don't need two birds in the same flock, and Herbleaf's gonna bring a different kind of storm to this battle. Now, get those two out there, grind their levels, evolve Herbleaf, and show me you're not completely useless. And remember, this is about winning, not just participating in some kiddie playdate. Get those levels, and let's shock Misty into submission.
We began to head out to Route 5. Good thing the police here suck, they can't even catch the rocket grunt out back. Definitely not gonna have to worry about our flower patch behind that house if they can't catch the grunt in the backyard of the scene of the crime. So instead, we had to take out the rocket grunt. Smart used Blaze to Metal Claw spam our way to victory, earning us TM28 for Dig. Smart decided not to use Dig for now. We made it down to Route 5 to begin grinding, but immediately ran into a Meowth. We swapped Blaze in and weakened it with an Ember before catching it on the next turn. Smart named him Snartcat, and it was sent to the PC. And now, the grinding begins. God damn it, these Oddishes are becoming a real pain in the ass, and the run back to heal at the Poké Center is so far. Smart, can we go train on Route 4 instead? The Oddishes on this route suck, they keep poisoning us.
Oh, for crying out loud. Fine, if those Oddish are causing more trouble than they're worth, head over to Route 4. Just make sure you're not slacking off. I don't want to hear any whining about poison when you should be wiping the floor with these weaklings.
We continued grinding on Route 4, which went a lot smoother. We ended the training session with Bolt getting up to 18, Stinger up to 16, Gust up to 21, Fury at 18, and Herbleaf at 16. So what's the game plan, Smart?
Blaze, you're taking the lead? I want you in there, flames roaring, ready to turn that gym into a sauna.
Okay, great. Starting off with fire on the water gym. Again. The match started off with Blaze versus Staryu, and despite the level gap, Blaze still couldn't handle Staryu. Staryu raised its defense on the first turn with a Harden, confused Blaze on the second turn with a Water Pulse, which, of course, we got hit by the confusion on the next turn, giving Staryu a free turn to recover, and then finished us off on turn 4 with another Water Pulse.
Well, isn't this just fantastic? Blaze, you had one job. Hit hard, and what do? Get yourself knocked out. Unbelievable. Alright, fine. Gust, you're up next.
Surprisingly, Staryu outsped Gust, getting a second Harden off before we could land our Gust. Thankfully, Gust is a special type move, so the Hardens made no impact on Smart's strategy of spamming Gust. We got Staryu down to 1 hit remaining, and, of course, Misty popped her super potion, bringing Staryu back up to full health. Once again, Gus got Staryu pretty low with a small lead on HP thanks to Staryu wasting another turn on a Harden. But of course, RNG then decided to screw us, with Staryu's next Water Pulse confusing Gust. Gust immediately hurt itself to confusion and fainted.
Oh, for the love of Gust, you had one job. Bolt, you're up. Hit that Staryu with a Thunder Shock and don't let up.
Bolt surprisingly outsped the Staryu, and it finally fainted to the Thunder Shock. Finally, it was time for Starmie, and after the struggle with Staryu, I didn't really have high hopes for this fight. Starmie outsped Bolt and hit him with a Water Pulse that took out 3/4 of his HP, and of course, landed the damn Confusion. For a 20% chance to confuse, it seems like it's landing a lot on this battle. Thankfully, we didn't get hurt by Confusion this time and managed to get the Thunder Shock off.
Bolt, you're hanging on by a thread, but you still managed to give Starmie a jolt. Good job, buddy. Now shake off that confusion. We can't afford to miss any chances. Hit Starmie with another Thunder Shock.
Smart doesn't really seem to understand being outsped, so it was no surprise when this happened.
You gotta be kidding me. Blaze, you're our last hope. Get in there and hit Starmie with everything you've got.
He's already fainted, Smart.
Herbleaf, you're our last hope. Hit Starmie with your best shot, whatever it takes.
Okay, this Smart isn't gonna last much longer. He isn't even giving me attacks anymore. I had to specifically ask him what he wanted to use, which resulted in us absorb spamming. If it wasn't for the level difference, Herbleaf would have actually secured the win, but sadly went down after bringing Starmie to 1/3 HP.
Misty, you might have won this round, but mark my words, we'll be back. This isn't over. I'll come back with a team that'll make your water. Types wish they stayed in the kiddie pool.
Smart, we still have Stinger and Fury.
Well, ain't that a surprise? I almost forgot about Fury and Stinger. All right, you two, time to clean up this mess. Stinger, you're up first.
Stinger actually managed to survive a Water Pulse and get a Fury attack off. This brought Starmie into the red before fainting, setting up the win for Fury as long as he could just tank a single Water Pulse. It was all up to Fury now. The Water Pulse came out and Fury lives with 9 HP, and then the Karate Chop. No, god damn it! Starmie literally must have lived with 1 HP, you can't be f***ing serious. With no priority moves left, Fury fainted on the next turn, and we whited out.
We need to step up our game, train Blaze, Herbleaf, Bolt, Stinger, Gust, and Fury to at least level 25. I won't accept anything less than peak performance from this team.
25? What the hell? Are you serious? Dude, this is gonna take forever. Okay, fine. But before we do that, can you come with me behind this house, Smart? Actually, hold on a sec. We still need the Smart to choose new moves while we level up. We'll take care of him later. And so we grinded for roughly a total of 6 hours. I definitely wasn't being efficient about it, but even still, that was brutal. But we got our whole team to 25, Herbleaf evolved to a Gloom, and finally, we were ready for Misty. Well, almost.
Alright, listen up, body. It's about damn time we put Misty in her place. I've had enough of her smug attitude. Misty won't know what hit her. Blaze, you're up front. Show Misty what a fiery attitude really looks like.
Alright, Smart. The battle has started with Misty sending out Staryu against Blaze.
Staryu?
Huh?
Well, Blaze, let's show this starfish wannabe what a real Pokemon looks like. Hit it with a Metal Claw right out the gate. Let's make sure Staryu regrets even thinking about facing us.
Metal Claw wasn't effective and didn't hit too hard, so Smart swapped to Ember. Ember was also not effective, but was hitting harder and also not being affected by Staryu's Hardens, so he kept at it. Ember put up enough pressure to keep Staryu from attacking, forcing Misty to burn her Super Potion and wasted turns on using Recover, which gave us just enough time to get a burn from Ember. After several turns of this, Blaze was able to take down Staryu.
Alright, Misty, you're down one Pokemon. And we're just getting started. Bring out the main event, your so-called Stormeye. Blaze, you did your part, take a breather. Let's send in Bolt to handle this water show-off. Start with a Thunder Shock, and let's see if Starmie can handle a Jolt. We're not here to make friends, we're here to earn that damn Cascade badge.
Surprisingly, Bolt outsped and hit for over half of Starmie's health. I was actually so surprised that I had to go look up Pikachu's base stats because I didn't expect it to outspeed a Starmie, even with the level difference. Starmie hit back with a Water Pulse, doing over half of Bolt's HP and confused him as well.
All right, Bolt, you gave Starmie a taste of the electric jolt, but now it's time to shake off that confusion and finish the job. No more fooling around. Hit Starmie with another Thunder Shock. We're not letting it recover or pull any trick.
Bolt avoided confusion and feinted Starmie with the Thunder Shock. Misty is out of Pokemon and has been defeated.
That's what I'm talking about. Take that, Misty. Bolt, you electrifying beast, you've earned your keep. Starmie didn't know what hit it. All right, Cascade badge in hand, Misty defeated, and a TAM for Water Pulse. Not a bad day's work. Now let's get out of this watery nightmare of a gym and move on to bigger and better things. We've got more badges to collect, and I'm not in the mood to waste any more time.
Upon leaving the Cerulean City gym, Smart was met by the police and taken into custody as a person of interest regarding the fainted clone bodies found behind the home on the west side of town. I claimed no relationship to Smart and escaped through the underground path to Vermilion City to take a cruise on the SSN while the heat died down.